To your question there, Dan, saying that if you're in Gareth Bale's camp, you can argue that he's not been playing, you've not been mollycoddled maybe as he's like. The truth is, and let me just be clear, I have not spoken to Jonathan Barnett on this. I don't think anybody, as much as if you're in that camp, you try to make that argument, I'm not sure that anybody really believes it. I'm not sure that anybody believes the reason that Gareth Bale isn't delivering is because managers haven't played him in the right position or haven't catered to his needs or his preferences as a player. I think they're just as frustrated as everybody else. Cannot understand. And as much as a moment ago I spent more time being critical of Real Madrid, the reason I can't be more critical of Gareth Bale is because I just cannot explain it. Right. Nothing I think of in trying to understand Gareth Bale and this position makes any sense to me. So I can't speak to it. So now I have to try to speak to something else because it's so foreign to everything about the game and every personality I have ever come across in the game at any single level.
And the fan of Gareth Bale, including the agent, that suggests it's a mistreatment of Real Madrid and the managers at Real Madrid, all the managers that you just mentioned. What I would say to them is, do you really think that any of these managers, knowing full well what Gareth Bale is capable of on the field, wouldn't love to have this guy out on the field for you, producing week in and week out? Their job is to win games for Real Madrid. And if they thought that they had a better chance of winning matches consistently with Gareth Bale on the field, guess what? He would be out there.
Even if it was for an hour. Even if, as they did for Wales, just play for an hour. Even if they do that for Real Madrid, you take it.
They can't trust him.
No. Do you think that Carlo Ancelotti sits back and says, realistically, as he looks in the mirror and says, Marco Asensio is a better player than Gareth Bale. Rodrigo is a better player than Gareth Bale. Lucas Vázquez is a better player than Gareth Bale. None of those guys are better than Gareth Bale. But that is the best version of Gareth Bale. The 80% version of Gareth Bale is better than all those guys that I just mentioned. But you're not getting that. You cannot even hope to get that. So if you're any of the managers that you just mentioned, you can't trust that he's going to be out there. And so therefore, you have to move on. They have no other option. They can't hope that, you know what, maybe this is the week. They've all thought, at one point or another, maybe this is the week.
Yep.
And Gareth Bale have failed to deliver. And that's a fair assessment of him as a player at Real Madrid over the last few seasons. He's had moments. He has flashes. And in those moments is when you think, yes, he's back. Bicycle kick, Champions League final, running around Mar Batra and Copa del Rey final. You have those moments in terms of what he has done with Real Madrid. And that's when you think, man, he could be so much more. And he hasn't been.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.